report.
Stereo.
Pledge of allegiance. Oh.
Hold your head.
Yep. I'm getting better.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay. Board member, roll call. Ron is sick. Mark?
I am here.
Gene?
Here.
Angie?
Present.
And me. We have a confirmed quorum. I'd like a motion and a second to approve the meeting minutes of the board meeting of 10/11/23.
I move.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
So passed. Board members report. Angie?
I don't have anything.
Nothing?
Nope.
Mark?
No, I don't have anything. We're gonna talk about the online billing thing, right?
Okay.
So that'll be separate.
Mr. Gene, you're up.
Looking at the water loss, we're still at 46%, which we were at last month.
We're constant.
Yeah, don't know, we still don't know why. Looking at the economic report, unfortunately, I am going to have to say that I don't have one. There appears to be a glitch in the QuickBooks program, and so Kathy and I are going to have to get together and figure out what that is before we can.
Oh, okay.
Before we have a report
All
on
right,
it.
okay, all right, cool. Okay. I don't have anything except, this has nothing to do with the board meeting. We changed the flags on the, all the veterans' graves in the cemetery this morning. Went very fast. And just something I want to say, just remember what next Saturday is, it's Veterans Day and what it's for. That's all.
Oh, excuse me.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I did have one thing I wanted to mention. In that fire department deal with the tower out there in the property
Oh, yeah.
over there behind us.
Oh, yeah.
For some reason, the fire department, Northern Arizona Fire District, had submitted the resolution that confirmed this chloride domestic water improvement district. And I wondered, what in the heck did that have anything to do with that piece of property? And it doesn't, you know. But they just submitted a bunch of paperwork on everything that they thought could be regulated by the false documents that guy submitted. So, I mean, not regulated, but could help him. But it didn't really help him at all because the county said, no way, Jose.
Yeah.
No way, who'd you say about
On what?
About the forged quitclaim deed on the property that belongs to the town site.
You don't know about that?
Well, I only know that I brought the paperwork to you guys, we talked about it, and then she's done some
past
things
then.
since.
Oh, yeah, Merle knows.
Oh,
Anyway.
oh, there's much
yeah,
more.
Yeah, the Northern Arizona Fire District, chairman of the board, forged a quitclaim deed between himself and himself.
That was recently?
Yeah, in
Yeah, I heard
August.
about that.
Yeah,
Okay.
and I noticed it because, I don't know, I look at stuff
Oh,
like
he
that.
did a quick claim deed from the Chloride Fire Department to himself, is that what you're saying?
Yeah,
But he signed the Chloride Fire Department essentially.
Yeah,
Because they
and-
were in Northern
yeah.
Arizona.
He said that he was Chloride Fire Department and he isn't. And I told the county, I mean, even the assessor, I called Jean Kent and she said, no, that property does not belong to Northern Arizona Fire District, and
Where does it belong to then?
it belongs to the Chloride Fire Department.
No, which part are
or
you talking about? The one that,
our own volunteer fire department.
Okay.
Either that or it belongs to the town site. And she's going through all these old paperworks because we're missing from
Oh, okay, good.
1934 to 1970.
Good.
But we still get funding in assistance from the Northern Arizona District.
Yeah.
We're not going to get any funding from them. We pay them.
But
Oh,
we may get,
taxes.
we may get,
Taxes.
the town site may get the property in the town site's name instead of like Northern.
Okay. But I'm saying about the
Arizona's
actual
trying to
like
claim for them.
vehicles and maintenance. And
That's,
and all
well,
that
you know
stuff. How does
what?
that work?
That is ours. And they never filed all the right documents in 2008 when supposedly the resolution came through for them to take over everything. And so, but nobody ever noticed that they didn't do it.
nobody paid any attention to it.
Until I started digging.
And we
I
pay,
got nosy.
yeah, we pay Northern Arizona an exorbitant amount of money
Yeah.
for fire protection.
Yeah.
You know, our tax money,
Yeah.
exorbitant amount, and we get nothing from them.
Anyway, that's,
Yeah,
I
so,
just,
So good, well, I'm glad to hear that somebody's looking into the
yeah,
ownership. of
Jeannie
property.
Kent is on our side 100%.
Good, good.
yeah.
And she's pretty high up in the county, so, anyway, thank you. Managers report.
Okay, critical infrastructure project. The addendum to our funding agreement with the county was passed on Monday, and our billing submission for the work to date by Civil Tech has been submitted for payment and has been accepted. I have an inquiry in with regards to reimbursement for project management hours, mine, and maybe somebody else's in the future, and how I should bill for that time. She said she wasn't aware, but I think all our correspondence and communications on that subject were prior to her coming on board. So she was gonna dig into it and let me know how, because right at this point, it's just been contract review here, phone call there. It's easy to kind of absorb into my part-time job, but you know, it'll probably start to add up as the construction project comes online. Hopefully I'll have info on how to proceed within the next couple of weeks. The generator project, the installation is happening as we speak, and we should be nearing completion of the project before Thanksgiving, although there are a few items and scheduling issues outstanding which may push it into the beginning of December. Hopefully by next meeting I should be able to say that the project is complete. I did inquire after Mark had asked last meeting about a maintenance contract. And the gentleman in charge of installing the generator said that's not something that he can provide, but he would reach out to the manufacturer and ask us who we could have a maintenance contract with. I have not heard back on that yet, but I'll follow up with that in the next week or
If
so.
not, Empire Cat does it, if not, they do a maintenance thing on generators, they go off county.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry, they make you interrupt.
No, that's okay. They lost out on the bid, so I'm not sure how that.
They'll still do the maintenance.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, it's a whole different, like another division.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Okay.
They're not gonna cut off their nose to spite their face.
That's what I believe, yeah.
The two other items that are just remaining on here, so that I don't, we don't just drop the ball and let it roll under the couch. The right of way, we still need to paint those structures out there, but that hasn't happened yet. So it's just on there. I have no new news on that. Lead and copper, I have no new news on that right now. I do need to get with April again on that. I'm supposed to help her with a list that she can put into her database. Apparently she has to retype anything I give her into the database that she supplies as water operator. So I'm gonna be getting with her on that. And then the online billing is, I'm just awaiting discussion on that issue tonight, and that's it.
Okay, cool. There is no old business.
That's what it is.
Yeah. We've got, oh, I'm sorry, I missed the critical infrastructure and the generator project. I think Kathy covered everything. I don't think we need any discussion on that particularly. Next item, there is no old business. I'd like to move on to this review, this online billing process. Let's go around the table. Anybody got a comment on this before I comment?
Well, I have a comment that it seems to me if people want to pay their bills electronically, that I think all banks now offer bill pay and it's free to them. So they can just have their bank write a check to us and pay it that way. That way it doesn't cost them anything, doesn't cost us anything.
I do have one thing to that. We have a couple of customers that have attempted that, and their banks, because of the contracts that they have with the payment processes, they end up late paying, because the banks, even if they set it up for a few days in advance, they still end up being late because the banks just don't process it correctly. They get frustrated.
Well, we could, you know, if they have a bill pay and it comes in a reasonable time, then, you know, we could waive the fee.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind waiving the fee on occasion.
You know, if it's only a few days late,
Yeah.
you know, if it's a month late, then I.
Well, yeah, but I mean, it's like a week. You know, put a parameter on it.
With US Bank, I go through bill pay and they mail it out the same day.
Yeah, we use them too, and I use Citibank also if I need to do that kind of a
Yeah.
direct from the check. They It's immediate.
Yeah, it goes out that day or the next morning at the latest, depending on when you
Yeah.
apply for it, but.
Yeah.
To me, that sounds like a hell of a lot more than us paying $100 a month for someone to
Well,
pay a
yeah,
credit card.
yeah, okay.
Can I say something?
Yeah.
Mark, you got,
I agree with what you're saying to a certain extent, but I kind of defer to, I've talked to Annie and Kathy about it, and if they think it's gonna make it run better, and eventually I think people will start paying it online anyways. And the county had the same issue within a year, more than half the people will now they're paying it online. But I just defer more to Kathy and Annie, they know, have more of a finger on the pulse of what will work or not work in the office. That's just my opinion.
How many people actually said they would use it?
Actually, I have that with me. I didn't have it, it's been a while since I've looked at it. One thing I didn't mention to you guys, it did say it in the paperwork, but I didn't really bring it up as an argument for it, but one of the features that it does allow people to do is to immediately see that their payment has been applied to their account, and they can see their account balances without having to call us, without having to receive their bill. They can go on and access their account, which I thought was kind of cool. But let me see here.
Well, if we only have 6 or 8 people, we'd have to charge them $12, $13 service fee.
No, we'd have to eat it.
What's that?
We'd have to eat it.
No, I'm
yeah,
not
well,
willing
we
to
have
eat
to eat it,
$100 a month.
yeah, that's my problem.
Yeah, that's-
We're in trouble now trying to break even.
Yeah, yeah, and it could be $100 a month,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah, you read Kathy's letter, right, her
yeah,
summary.
yeah, oh, yeah.
See, we have 6 people that have to pay $275 a month, okay,
We eat the other $80 or whatever.
we have to
Yeah,
pay the other
yeah,
80.
yeah, you know, I just,
42
They just
were
need more,
for it. I would probably say, beyond a shadow of a doubt, I know that of the people I can count on the top of my head, the people that are definitely going to use it, is yesterday's. He wants to do all 7 of his accounts. There's probably at least another 6 or 7 residents that I know want to. Whether or not, I can't guarantee that they're going to, so, but I know that they're interested. There are a lot of people for it, but may not use it, so
But you don't know how
I
many
want to make
people are
sure I'm
really
being
gonna use it.
honest and not, making
Yeah.
it more than it is. It was 29 people said that they were against it because I think they think they're going to be paying for it regardless. There was a lot of people that just were against it just on principle.
well,
But there were quite a bit more for, and some that just said they wouldn't use it, but they don't see any problem with it, so.
well, but they don't know it's gonna cost us money.
Yeah.
It's gonna cost them money in the long run. You know, even if you don't use it, it's gonna cost money.
Well, we have to raise our rates because of it, then, yeah.
Well, yeah,
It
that's
costs
what I
everybody
mean,
money.
you know, so, Angie, you wanna say, you got anything
I'm
else?
against it.
Yeah,
That's just how I feel.
Yeah, personally, I am too. I don't think I don't think it should cost us money.
I think they can go through bill pay,
Yeah,
and it's so easy to use bill pay, they can go ahead and do that. And I don't.
okay, all right, I'd like a motion and a second. A yay or a nay against this, I'm sorry, that was a bad choice of words.
I move
okay.
we do not use a online billing process at this
Okay,
time.
all right, Mark,
Nick.
all right, Angie,
Nay.
nay.
Oh, did I say it wrong? I meant
So
yay.
you all turned down my proposal. So that means you do want to have a
Yeah,
bill.
No.
I voted, well, for me, I voted correctly.
Yeah, no, I vote against it. So we have
Whatever
3
you
to
say.
1.
I know what you meant, King.
Yeah,
If you're voting for me, then you're voting against it. But if you vote against me, then you're voting for it.
I second the motion.
me.
You guys don't want to.
Yeah, okay, I think, we've kind of voted that down.
Yeah.
We're for you.
Okay, you're voting yay.
Yay,
Oh,
okay, all right, okay. Boy, that
What happened
confusing.
to yes and no?
Oh, I don't know, I just
This
thought
is
it'd be
like,
fancy.
this is like, back in Paul Revere's days.
I thought it'd just be fancy.
So what time is it?
It
Record,
is
I don't think.
15.
So you didn't beat my record.
No new business, I'd like a motion and a second to adjourn.
I move.
Second.
So moved.
Aye.
Everybody
Aye.
happy? Thank you, everybody. It's always a pleasure.